there, before we continue with this video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you have bell notifications for all uploads. Hello everyone! For this video, it is the prototype combo for World Spryzen, which does actually have the same name. Introducing an old Spryzen QR, as I will probably have in the title. There you go, Lord Spryzen, if you want to scan it. I don't know, have fun. Obviously, there is no World Spryzen QR. It's funny doing these videos, because I obviously make sure to specify it's an old QR for the thing. Or I at least say it at like the start of the video, so I don't know why people are surprised. Oh my god, how come you don't have the QR code for the beta? It's not even in the app yet. It is very funny. So the combo that I gave it was Zero Dagger Unite, and yeah, let's talk about it. So I do have some speed storm, some normal. Actually, well, let's go up against Lord Spryzen to start off with. Why not? So obviously we know that Spryzen, Lord Spryzen does have a dual spin chip. Now the thing is though that Spryzen does have the gimmick of flipping, and of course, as we know, like with a beta like Master Devilos, it definitely is super duper unlikely that Spryzen will have the gimmick where you can flip it to have like the left and the right version. Now, unlike Left Master Devilos, which I do have to mention, through a listing, we did get confirmed there was, what is it, World Evo Helios or something like that. So at the very least, even if we get a one release where it's right World Spryzen, we're at least going to get the left version of World. Now, a big thing to talk about is going to be the gimmick on World. Now, World has a very simple gimmick. It is this little blocker thing. It is a little spring thing that hits it. It's like a burst stopper, basically. Now, it is imperative that HASBRO has this gimmick on it. You know, okay, like maybe for TT it didn't matter that much because with TT, you know, there's a double chassis. No, but some people use World on single. It's just like a nice feature to have, just when it gets a big hit to kind of just tank it. Now, obviously, it's not like a thing that was like 100% of the time or whatever. It's like not all the time it would get hit on that side and the stopper works, but you know, it's like. It was a useful thing, so if HASBRO has this especially, it's going to be a good thing. Mostly because since the HASBRO bays have been nerfed to oblivion, having simple gimmicks like this will definitely help it a long way. Now, I personally, if they want to do the thing where it's two worlds, I'm okay with it, so long as they keep the stopper gimmick. It's very, now first of all, I don't know about bays like, no, this is before it's released, so if it turns out, hey, it does have the gimmick, awesome. So let's give an example of Tempest Dragon. It's still not 100% if Tempest is going to have the whole wing thing. You know, it's been advertised with Charged Metal, and Charged Metal being, you know, the metallized, special metallized tip, right? And that's cool and all, but if Dragon doesn't have the wings, I have no hope for World. But if it does end up having the whole Awaken thing, that'll be cool. I'm leaning towards no right now. If it ends up having it, awesome. But yeah, now that we talked about, so the chip I obviously expect to be dual spin. I don't think they could screw up the chip. They did Lord Spryzen. Where's Lord Spryzen? They did Lord Spryzen fine. So I think design-wise, at least with Spryzen, the chip will probably look fine. Maybe missing the important detail here of the stick. Yeah, probably missing a lot of the sticker detail. I'm expecting that much at least. It's Spryzen. But as I now switch this, let's talk about the disc. So I'm hoping that they end up doing 2B, even though I know that the chassis discs don't have the gimmicks. Well, actually, we haven't gotten a proper 2A yet, so if 2A eventually, if they do a 2A and it has the rubber, awesome. But knowing HASBRO, probably not. I'm expecting 2B just to be like a bulky version of Dagger. That's really what 2B's shape was. It's just like it's like Dagger. I just hope they do the disc at least. The disc is like the very basic thing that I hope that they do. They did it with Vex Lucius. So I'm hoping they can, you know, go the mile with Spryzen. Even if they only do it one time, you know, I'm okay with it. The performance tip. So I don't know if Merger has rubber on it or not, but I'm assuming that it doesn't. And considering that only one tip so far that originally had rubber has rubber in Speedstorm, which was, what is it, Evolutional, I'm not expecting Unite to have the rubber on there, which will suck, right? That'll suck. If it has the rubber, awesome. That's kind of like the point in this video where it's like, yeah, I have to literally say, but if they do it, it'll be cool. Now the debate is going to be whether or not they do United Speedstorm Metal or United Speedstorm. Oh, okay, actually, let me say this. I just said United. Okay, the tip is Unite. I'm saying United because that's just the guess for what they're going to nickname the tip. Since they always give like the modified names, I have no idea. It could be some different name. I'm just assuming United because it makes sense. I feel like a lot of bays are up to the fate of Hasbro, to be honest. Like, Hasbro can do it. They've shown that Glide and Curse have had the gimmicks. But and Fafnir and Mirage's, well, Mirage is not out yet, so I don't know to the extent of how well they did Mirage's gimmick. But, you know, they can do it, so I'll have good faith until proven wrong. Oh, something that's like a pet peeve. I hope to God that they do not do a thing where they don't do, no, okay. I think that we might get a Tempest situation and World could probably have like Knuckle or something funny, right? Now, Tempest Dragon not having 1A still annoys me. And I know people have said, okay, well, you can buy this other thing to get the 1A. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but I have like a little peeve where I don't like having to buy another product just to get that specific part. This is why I'm not the biggest fan of things like the random booster, for an example. Or even like sets like even Hasbro or the TT does, where they force you to buy a set in order just to get the base, and only through that way. The Battle Tower, for an example, for Strike Valtryek and Twin Noctimus, or recently with TT, Helios and Hyperion limit breaks. No, it's a wee bit annoying, it's a wee bit. So World Helios, now what I'm curious is, since it's fair to assume that they'll normally do World in the right rotation and the Evo Helios will just be left, do you think, I'm going to leave this for the comments, do you think that for the variation that is left for World, do you think that Helios 2 chip is going to be recolored to be red and just match the base of the World, or do you think they're going to recolor World and the Helios chip? I personally hope it's just it's the base colors of what left World looks like, and just the Helios chip is just recolored red or something. That would be probably the best case. Just to put this in its right rotation. That is where I'm going to be ending off this video. If you want to see me do the limit break ones, hey, leave a like and leave a comment. I don't even know what wave World should be. 3 or 4, whatever. Anyways, thanks for watching. Oh, and it's a small thing to end off with. People keep on asking me do a review of like Mirage or like Raid or Demise. Whenever the Hasbro stuff comes out, I'm able to do the review. I'm not as lucky as people in the US because I feel like I say this every single Hasbro one. Canada gets the short end of the stick for releases. Before, maybe sometimes we got it early, but especially now, it is like the short end of the stick. So I can't, there's not like I can just go to a Target right now because I'm in Canada. But hopefully we're able to get the stuff in time. I'm excited for Speedstorm, mostly because I want to see how they're going to execute this stuff and at least see maybe how they perform. Hopefully the World Spryzen, whenever they do it, has good slopes. I felt like Lord was very, very lackluster on the slopes. Just hope they do it right, man. Like Turbo Spryzen was awesome. Lord Spryzen was like, eh. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and bye.